Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the top things everybody wants in New Super Mario Maker. This is the final episode and I will be bringing up some ideas that no one has thought of quite yet, I don't believe. So stick around, leave a dislike, and I'll see you there. First up, starting off our list in episode 3, we have more enemies. The reason why is because we do have a wide variety of enemies already, but even just a few more would really add variety. Variety is important in a game like this. A couple enemies I'd like to see are Pokies from a desert theme, Fuzzies from the sky theme, Big Bertha from the ocean theme, all Hammer Bro variations like Fire, Ice, and Boomerang, Mecha Koopas from the airship theme, and Munching Piranhas from New Super Mario Bros. U. I really think there could be a lot of variety added just by these enemies. There are several others that people have named, but I don't really care to add to this list. Those are the main ones I'd like to see, so let's add variety. How about some more enemies? Let's do it. The next thing on my list is actually kind of a strange thing I'd like to see, but I would love to see an option to add rain, snow, or wind in your levels. A lot of people hated that wind level in Super Mario Bros. Wii. If you've ever played it, you know exactly the one I'm talking about. But I actually liked it. It was a really great way to add new variety and mechanics. Rain and snow probably wouldn't add anything to the movement at all, but it would add aesthetics like crazy. I'd love to see these options. I don't need to talk about them much. All they need to be is a setting. So rain, snow, and wind would be something I'd love. I'm sure it's something you guys love now that I said it, because my list is awesome. Just kidding. Anyway, rain, snow, and wind. I am definitely not alone in this next idea when I say I want all Koopalings. Even if you had to shake Bowser several times to add Lemmy or Ludwig, Morton, any of those guys, it would be worth it. A lot of people want this, as do I, which is why it's on this list. Not much I have to say here again, but all Koopalings, if they had different variety, I know sometimes in some games they've had several different mechanics to them, but I think if they just had a basic wand mechanic and different movement, that would be good enough for me. I want all the Koopalings. This next thing on the list is also something very odd that a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought of, but something I'd love is bubbles. When I say bubbles, I mean those things that trap the coins in underwater levels and the things that float in the sky levels. The way they could be made is probably by shaking a pair of wings, and you could place it on the same exact things you could put wings on. This could create crazy variety as well as beautiful aesthetics. Coins and bubbles, who doesn't want that? I would love that. Also, bubbles that capture POW blocks and springs, they could add new movement options instead of the wings. This very small thing, but something I'd love to see. Bubbles, they mainly are in New Super Mario Bros. I believe, but I love that game, so I like a lot of things from it. But yeah, you know what's awesome about this game? It has Yoshi, but you know what's not awesome about that? Yoshi can't eat anything. The coolest thing about Yoshi, honestly, is just eating stuff. But having Yoshi fruit, which is the next thing on this list, is something that a lot of people, including me, would like. That would create, I keep saying variety, but it would create a lot of variety. Yoshi fruit is something that a lot of people want, including me. I think it would just be great. Just straight up great. Something for Yoshi to eat. Yoshi's bored other than that. All he does is just ride around, or Mario rides on his back and he just does nothing. I don't need to talk about that much other than with the Yoshi fruit, you'd place as much as you want, and then you would put a power-up in the last fruit, I guess, that it would collect, and then that would be the power-up that would be sprouted from the egg that Yoshi hatches. So yeah. For this next idea, I am proposing something completely out of the blue. How about instead of shaking things, I did say in my first video or second video, have every object be shakeable, but instead I have a better idea. How about instead of shaking, we have a system where you tap the object and you change it. For instance, in this pipe, there could be possibly a little white dot at the corner, and when you clicked it, the pipe would pull up a menu of all the different color pipes and possibilities that you could do with it. This would be game changing. not only would it take a lot less time than shaking something 3 times and then sometimes messing it up and having to shake it more to go back, but this would just create a completely easy interface. Again, I probably don't see this being added in the next Mario Maker, but if it does, this would be incredible. You could have tons of decorations, you could have tons of colors of pipes, tons of colors of bricks, and it could all be super simple as tapping something to change it. This is probably the biggest thing I've thought of, and the biggest thing that needs to be added in the next game. It would just be incredible in my opinion. Next thing, not a big thing, but something that would be just great to have, is double cutoff pipes and pipe connectors. Up here I have a little pipe diagram of what I'd like to see, so let me bring this out here for you. Double cutoff pipes, so basically just exactly what you see, but without this center area where it looks like it's connecting. Pipe connectors are basically, see these 4 bricks right here? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of Mario games have pipe connectors and it makes it look so cool. And having to use bricks instead is bad. So those are the couple of things I'd also like to see included. Next thing that would create so much variety I can't even tell you is a coin and brick placement trigger. Now allow me to show you what I mean. Okay, so if you don't understand that, what it is basically when you hit a certain thing or go to a certain point, the coins or bricks that you've selected will immediately go to the place where you've highlighted them. This is kind of hard to explain, but if you've played New Super Mario Bros. U, you probably know what I'm talking about. There is that one brick in the clouds in the first level that if you hit it, a whole bunch of coins will layer themselves side by side on both sides. This is something that just looks beautiful, and when you do it, it's just so satisfying. I would love to see it, as well as brick trigger as well. When you pass a certain point, a trigger could be basically something like a sound effect. You pass it, and then when you pass it or hit it, then the sound effect will go into effect and it will place the bricks or coins that you've highlighted. The way this could probably work is you've highlighted a set number of coins, and then basically you have an arrow that will show you which way the coins will place, and then you could turn it, and if you did the arrow upwards, the coins would just place all at once, or downwards they would place all at once. Same with bricks, you could have the arrow pointing sideways and the bricks would place like that, or you could have it placing up and then the bricks would all spawn at once. This is something that would be awesome. It is so fun, I can't even tell you. If you've played New Super Mario Bros. U, like I said, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, I need this. Next thing up on this list, I have Magikoopa Health. Magikoopa Health is important because we just have the Magikoopas with basically one heart, if you will, where you step on him and he dies, her. I would love to see the ability to shake her, or even, I don't even know if it's a her or a he. I'm actually not sure on that, don't quote me. But I will look that up after. Shake Magikoopa, and when you shake it, it will get another heart. And it can have up to, let's see, probably 3 hearts, where you hit it and then it would immediately disappear just like Magikoopa boss battles. And then after you've gotten a 3rd heart, you know, whatever could happen. That's something, a minor thing that should be added, definitely. For Magikoopa bosses, we need that. Instead of putting wings on it and then putting a Goomba on top of its head, that just does not do justice. Let's add Magikoopa Health, that would be important. Come on. Next thing is not my idea, but something that would be a great way to hide secrets is foreground semi-solids. When you look at a semi-solid like this, it will basically look like it's filling in the space, just like a background one. But when you enter it, it becomes see-through, and you can collect secrets like star coins or 1-ups or even coins. This would be a great way to hide secrets, like I said, great way to add variety. And it could be as simple as, like I said, select and change. You could select it and create it foreground instead of background. Basically, that's kind of how false walls work. When you enter them, they're basically foreground elements that you just can't see through. So, yeah, simple thing, not my idea, but a great idea. I'll have that added, yes. Foreground elements as well as semi-solids. Next thing up on the list, you've come to a final battle. a World 8 battle that you want to be so epic that people will remember it. But you come across the Bowser and he's like this. This is a good sized Bowser, pretty big, but not huge. Imagine if you could add 2 or 3 mushrooms to certain enemies in order to create that epic feeling like the Bowser is absolutely ginormous and Mario's trying to, beat this guy, but he can't jump over him. Sometimes you can jump over him or go through him if he's small enough, but adding 2 to 3 mushrooms to certain enemies and stuff would be a great idea, I think. Some enemies just shouldn't spit them out, like a Bowser, obviously. Don't make him spit out the second one, or even the third one. But if you do add a giant Bowser, like a Mega Bowser, then obviously you need the camera settings like I talked about in the last episode. So, yeah, definitely something. Not my idea, a good idea, just like I said. Something that needs to be added. Let's go, Nintendo. So you come to a final battle. You exit the pipe and you come to the area where it appears to be the last part of the battle. And then you see this saddening spectacle, which is supposed to be the door that you go to see Bowser. But this is atrocious. It's actually almost sickening. This kind of door is not acceptable for castles. You know those boss doors that are 4x4s and they're blue, they're red, they're green, and when you enter them they open really slow? That's what I want. That is awesome. That would create the variety for castle levels that no other level could have. And maybe it could be just one set of them per level, just to keep it from being super monotonous. It would just be, you know it would be awesome. I know it would be awesome. We need it. Boss doors. Giant doors that you enter and you go fight Bowser, or even just a boss, even just the regular boss. Now the Bowser doors, the Bowser boss doors could be huge. They could be like 6x6s, or however big they are in the, I think they're probably 6x4s. Not exactly sure, but in the final battles they're like that. And they're super decorated and stuff. That's what I want, and that's what we need. Boss doors, Nintendo. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the final episode of the top things everybody wants in New Super Mario Maker. Don't forget to leave a dislike like I said in the first part of the video. Please do not forget. That is super important. I will not be doing any more, hopefully, Mario Maker videos until Nintendo makes the next Mario Maker. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on my next video.